Okay, we're back. I got a couple of smaller screwdrivers, 2 of them, and I also got a pick. So hopefully one of these will get behind it, and I can get under there and pull it out. Okay, you get under it with the one. You hold it with the other screwdriver and you get underneath it and pull it around. Once you get out about halfway out, you just roll right out and it's out. Okay, now these are pressed in. So a lot of times I'll just hit them with a socket on the bearing. Just hit them and knock them out. If it jams up, you'll have to use the press. Just hit it hard and quick, see if it's going to come or not. In this case, it came out. It's usually about 50-50 whether it does that or not. So this here is our sealed bearing race right here. Spacer, I mean. And you got the seal on the inside. So that goes up against your bearing race here. Doesn't hit the bearing, hits on the race. The bearing goes in, because the bearing goes in like this. So, actually it goes in like this, but whatever. Alright, well this is looks good, so we got all this out. So, at this point I'm going to clean everything all up. See how bad everything is. And get the rest of these parts out of here. This is the only stud we got left here, of the 3 that were in here originally. And then the other thing I like doing is I like to plug up the feed hole that goes between the engine case and the transmission side. So what I do is I take this thing, it's a one-way check valve basically. I have weld the hole up from the inside here, and then that plugs up the hole and never leaks. If you try to weld the case up, these you crack, go into the main bearing, you can throw the case away. So this here, if you weld it from this side, there's actually a plunger here that goes back and forth, so it's a pretty big diameter, and you have a pinhole in the middle and a plunger on the outside, so you got a lot of area that leaks around, and so that puts more heat in the case when you try to fix it, which means the case can crack. So I always fix it from this side here, quick and simple, weld it, get the hell out of there, and the case doesn't hardly get any heat in it at all, and you're good. If you get a lot of heat in this area here, it will split the case too, so you gotta watch the case, watch the heat I mean, because these cases do not like to be welded anywhere in this area in here, they just break like crazy. So, extremely critical. Alright, so that's what this looks like here for now. Now we got our heads, and we got to get these bolts out of these cylinders over here, which I'm going to have to do with a torch. That's these over here. Somebody Loctited these studs in here. So to get these out, I got to heat them up with a torch to melt the Loctite. Then I can pull it out. I'll hold this in the vise right here on a soft jaw, and then I can pull the nut off. So I'll do that on the other workbench. Get that done. So the heads and rocker boxes need to come apart too because of all the metal in this whole system. So we'll wind up being cleaning up a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to go get some more tools, and we'll take the heads apart and rocker boxes next.